Oh, what's happening, guys? So first and foremost, I want to apologize for last week because I missed the video last week and I'm trying to do one video a week for you guys. Now, little update on where things are at with the therapy sessions and burnout. Obviously, in the previous video, I told you about like the therapy sessions and the potential of burnout being the reason to why for the last 2 and a bit years now I've felt the way I have, had the thoughts that I've had. And let me just clear something up first and foremost. I'm not talking about physical burnout. I'm talking about emotionally, mentally burnt out. That's the burnout that I'm talking about. Let me just turn the screen off for you guys because I can see it's gone blue. But yeah, so this week I had my 5th therapy session, and over the 5 sessions, he's been digging deep into the business, into life, etc., asking loads of different questions, which I've been super open about, super truthful with, because if I'm not going to be, then he's not going to be able to help me. So I've got to help him help me by being completely open and truthful about everything. So if you guys are thinking about therapy, that's one recommendation I can give to you. Just be super open, just lay out everything on the table with your therapist so they can best help you. Now, after the 5th session this week, 99.9% sure the therapist is sure that I am emotionally burnt out, mentally burnt out. All signs are pointing to that, because there's a lot of times where, especially recently in the last few months, I've been saying things like, I've just had enough, I'm sick of it, I'm really, really exhausted, I've literally just had enough. They're the sorts of things that I've been saying. No, you've got to be careful with this. And when I say I've had enough, I'm not talking about life as in ending my life. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about I've just had enough of everything in general. Had enough of like the way life is. Had enough of like the way the business is, the thoughts, the feelings. Just had enough. Emotionally drained, basically. Again, let me be super clear. I'm not talking about had enough of life and ending life. I want to make that clear, because they're not the thoughts that I'm having. And if anybody is having them thoughts, you need to reach out for help, because you shouldn't be feeling like that. So that's the things, that's the conclusion that we've come to after the 5th session. So today is Thursday. On Saturday, I'm having like a 3-week break completely from business. And that for me is uncharted waters, because the whole time I've been trying to grow my business, I've never done that. Never took 3 weeks off completely. Never took time off completely. And that is one of the keys as to why I've hit emotional burnout, mental burnout. Because yes, over the last few years, I've been on holiday, I've been on mini breaks, I've done fun things. But the key is, during them times, I've never completely stepped away from the business. I've always checked messages from the VA, checked tenant inquiries, checked something with a business, thought about the business. So I've never fully, 100% took time away from the business. And that's what's led me to where I am now. And this is why, to recover from this emotional burnout, mental burnout, I've now got to step away. So if there's one lesson to be learned for you guys and me for the future now, you just cannot be on the business 100% of the time. You've got to have rest, you've got to have breaks, you've got to recharge, you've got to step away. And I'll be frank with you guys, I'm a little bit nervous about this 3 weeks off. I'm a little bit of fear, bit of scared, whatever you want to call it, because it's uncharted waters, which first and foremost I suppose is a great thing because it's stepping outside your comfort zone. But there's that fear, that little thought about the business falling to pieces and failing and everything's gone. Now, it might sound daft when you sit and listen to that, because it's like, well, how can the business just fall apart within 3 weeks? But the thought is there, and it's very unlikely it's going to fall apart in 3 weeks, because I've still got the VA doing the property management. She will be still doing that. Today, yesterday, and tomorrow, I'm making sure all procedures are written out, everything's there step by step to give to the VA. So over the next 3 weeks, she can do every single thing in the business pretty much. So yeah, I'm going to be taking 3 weeks off, completely away. I'm not going to be looking at the phone, looking at messages and stuff like that. There is an emergency protocol in place just in case there is a serious emergency with the business, but it shouldn't happen. So yeah, it's going to be 3 weeks away of just doing what I want, when I want, having fun, even if I'm just sat there doing nothing. And hopefully I can recover from this, and it gives me the spark back, gives me that like adrenaline back to grow the business. And this is something that's not spoken about. You don't really hear about this much. Nobody really tells you this stuff in business. And it's a good lesson for everybody else out there if you're thinking of getting into business or you're feeling similar thoughts. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a video each week over the 3 weeks of being off. I might do it, I might not, I'm not sure. But definitely after the 3 weeks, I will do a video, let you know how I'm feeling, let you know what's actually been happening over the 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm hoping I get that spark back, I recover from the burnout, and we're good to go. We hit things running again. So yeah, enough of that, guys. Let's end the video here. Stay tuned for the update. Stay tuned for any videos over the next 3 weeks that I drop about what I'm doing. And if you like this, like the video, subscribe, because it massively helps me out. I'm trying to grow this channel, trying to help as many people as I can with like the unspoken stuff that you don't hear about. And if you've got any comments, drop them in the comments box, good or bad, either or, doesn't matter to me. I'm open to everything. But yeah, have a great day, guys, as always, and I'll see you in the next one.